So I'm going to show you how to do some slightly more advanced things with the array technique. First thing I'm going to show you is how to create a staircase, and let's say that I want each step to be exactly the same and repeating at exactly the same angle along a path. So first thing to do is I want to create a 3D shape to cut my staircase out of. So I'm going to lay down a rectangle from the origin and drag this shape up a particular distance upward, and that's going to be the height of my staircase right there. Step 2 is to create the first step. Take the line tool. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to draw up a particular distance. Let's say that I want the height of my first step to be like so, and then draw inwards a particular distance as well. So here I've created my first step. What you're then going to want to do is select both of those lines individually. Well, actually select both of those together, and I'm going to click on the first one so it's highlighted in blue, then press shift and hold to select multiple lines, and there you go, I have both of those lines selected. Then what you're going to want to do is select the move tool, move to the bottom point of your step, hold down option or press it once so a plus sign appears, press and hold, and move the copy of this shape up so that bottom point connects with the top end point of your original lines. While it's still highlighted in blue, all you have to do then is type in X and how many times you want it to repeat. Let's say 8 times for me. And there you go, there's my staircase of 8 stairs, repeating all the way up in the same direction. Now, in order to complete this, I'm going to say that that's going to be the total height of my staircase right there. I'm going to select the top portion and then push this inwards, and there is my staircase. Beautiful steps all lined up, going up at the exact same angle. Arrays don't necessarily need to follow a linear path. In fact, we can also have them follow a curved path, and that would be particularly useful if we wanted to create something which resembles a Stonehenge formation, basically pillars rotating around within a circle. So step 1, what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to lay down the path for our array copies. It's going to be circular, so I'm going to choose the circle shape, lay that down at the origin, and draw it out to a particular distance. What I'm then going to do is I'm going to create my first Stonehenge pillar, and I'm going to do that outside of the path I just laid down. I'm going to actually do it with the polygon tool this time, because those pillars are probably a little bit angular, not perfectly circular. So there you go, there's my first pillar. What I'm then going to do to make this process slightly easier, so that when I click on any face, everything else will get selected. So in order to do this, I'm going to highlight my pillar, right click on it, and say make it a group. Notice how now when I click on it, everything is selected. What I'm then going to do is select the object, select the rotate tool, go to the center of my circle, press option. Notice how there's a plus sign which appears. I'm going to click once at the origin, click once on my object, and then start rotating it around that point. And let's say I want the spacing between each pillar to be this distance right here. I'm going to click once, but leave it as B. Don't click off of it. You still want it to be blue. And then I'm going to type in X. Let's say I want it to multiply 9 times. And there is my array of objects, 8, or actually 9 pillars, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, 9 probably because one of the pillars overlaps in a circular formation. There's my mini Stonehenge. There's a second method for creating an array, and that's by, instead of using the multiply tool, I can use the divide tool. So this time I'm going to select the pillar I want to make an array out of. I'm going to select the rotate tool, press option just like before to create a copy, click once at the center of my circle, click once on the object, and then move it around a certain distance. Let's say to here, all around the path. What I'm then going to do is I'm going to type in this time divide 3. Actually, let's do divide. Yeah, divide 3 is good. And what that does is it places 3 copies of my pillar along the circular path I've laid down earlier.